Our story begins in the Netherlands. The Netherlands. Geographically challenged American youth may know the Netherlands as the home to Amsterdam.
What happens in Amsterdam stays in Amsterdam, unless you try to mail it to yourself, which is a felony.
The Netherlands was a refuge for intellectuals during the Age of Enlightenment, but social tolerance and intellectual freedom was not for everyone, namely the Calvinists.
Unwilling to walk a mile in any man's clogs, the Calvinists in the Netherlands looked for a new home, where they could grow their tulips in peace, never being called upon to question or think for themselves again. So they set sail for America.
Somehow they landed on the sandy shores of the Great Lakes, coincidentally in a place called Holland, Michigan, where they promptly erected a windmill to commemorate the occasion. Yay!
Too joyous.
Today, West Michigan proudly continues the Calvinist tradition of religious tolerance, embracing in peaceful coexistence both approaches to religion, Reformed Protestantism and Dutch Reformed Protestantism.
Nowhere is this better seen than in Grand Rapids, crown jewel of the Bible Belt of the North, where a curious young intellect can seek nourishment from many diverse sources, such as Calvin College, Reformed Bible College, Grace Bible College, or Cornerstone University, formerly known as Grand Rapids Baptist College.
It is this commitment to intellect that makes Grand Rapids home to Amway, Blackwater, and the manufacturers of office furniture used everywhere.
Grand Rapidians lived in predestined tranquility for many years until one fateful moment.
Hey, nice to meet you. What church do you go to?
I don't. Maybe there should be a place for me.
And Free Thought Association of West Michigan was born. Soon their numbers grew.
After 10 years of dedication to thought, freedoms, and free thought, the time came for a podcast to be born. But who amongst their ranks would arise to meet the challenge?
Luckily, a band of men, smart, young, sexy, and humble, with modest incomes and big dreams, stepped forward. They would create a show that was regional, topical, thoughtful, and would appeal to absolutely no one.
Unprepared for the predicament they found themselves in, they did what any underage daughter of a minister would do, and their collective brainchild was promptly and secretly aborted.
In time, they became more wise in the ways of the world, and knew that the moment had arrived for a new heroic vision of a better, stronger, more durable podcast, with mediocre hosts, but exceptional theme music. And Reasonable Doubts was born.
Reasonable Doubts set out to make its mark. Premature, immature, and with an inflated sense of its own independence. Their youthful rebelliousness making young girls swoon across the globe.
Look, I don't know what these boys are telling you, but they only want you for your mind.
No, Dad, Reasonable Doubts loves me.
That's right, Susan. Reasonable Doubts does love you.
That's because, like Susan, Reasonable Doubts offers the whole package. Emotional, moral, intellectual, and sexual appeal.
And so our story comes full circle. Like the freethinkers back home in the Netherlands, Reasonable Doubts carries on the tradition of the Enlightenment, promoting scientific inquiry, rationality, and skepticism.
Reminding people everywhere that whether you wear shoes, clogs, moccasins, or just go barefoot, you too can be a critical thinker.
You too can challenge dogma.
You too can refuse to take things on faith.
You too can entertain reasonable doubts.
As Reasonable Doubts entertains you.
Oh my gosh.
That's a little longer than I remember.
Yeah. Very long. And racy.